that my mic isn't working properly. It's a really good start. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you should now be able to hear both myself and Ash. It's a great start to the Silver Split Championship, and I am joined by long-time driver, first-time commentator, Ashley Bloomfield. How you doing, Ash?
Not bad, not bad. Tired. SimGrid 8 Hours of Silverstone was tough, interesting. We had a slow drive to start, i.e. it was you.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks for
we
that.
was put into 20th, 25th roughly. I got us up to 12th, and now I can't even see the damage that Chris and Nathan are going to do. But there we go. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. So like I said, we've taken part in the SimGrid Endurance Championship last round today, and they decided to spring an 8-hour race on us instead of the usual 4. But hey ho, we get there and we get through it. So we are here anyway. Back to ACCSimSeries. We are here. It is Silver Split. You had the subtle tones of Paul Glover and Julian Straza last night, with Lars doing the broadcast himself, and now you've got us two. Are you excited for it, Ash? Are you excited to see some racing again?
It's good, yeah. There's some familiar names, some new people as always. Probably going to see an AM at the top because of the old dodgy distribution of people, but there we go. It comes and goes like each season. But no, it's going to be good.
Good stuff. So we're into qualifying then, and the cars are making their way around for the first lap. Where is car 107? Who is 107? Is the most important question.
Wang, and he's going into the pit.
That's a good start. Is it 712? Or is it who's the first one on a lap here? It's a good start.
89, I think. Is it Neves?
No, I think he's just come out. Tell you what,
okay.
We'll have a look at Adam Rayner. Someone that everyone knows and loves, much loved member of the community. Adam Rayner out on his first. We'll go for that camera. It's a long time since we've used this. It's a long time since we've used this tool as well. But Adam Rayner on his first flying lap, and I believe you've prepared some corner names for us, Ash.
No, not with the SimGrid that come in the way last minute. No.
All right,
corner names have gone, and they're all Dutch, and I have no idea how to pronounce them, so that would just be embarrassing.
So first lap in then from Adam Rayner. He's coming through the end of Sector 2. The corner, by the looks of it, that's called Scheivlak. And then into Marlborough Bocht. And then into Renault Bocht. I don't think any of these are up to date, to be honest. And then we've got Vodafone Bocht.
I know there's some names that are no longer no names, and Master Corner and something along those lines.
There's some really weird ones as well. There is no live timing up this evening, unfortunately. We haven't had it set up in time due to our other commitments in an 8-hour endurance race. We haven't managed to get the live timing set up in time, but we'll endeavour to keep you up to date across the board throughout the event. Yes, I am paying Crashly to stay off Tarkov. He's just too good at it. So I've had to adopt him in for the stream. Thank you very much to Robbie and Freddie for a subscription with Prime. Jack Simsport is up there, yeah. Jack Simsport is the Julian, Adam, and who's the fourth? Who's the third in Jack Simsport?
Christ.
Julian, I don't know. 137 then from Lucas Demeth is the first time across the board. Who else? Who's up?
I don't know what times we're expecting here. I watched obviously the bronze yesterday, but I have no idea what the pole time was there. It was a fisherman, I'm told.
Oh yeah, Fisher. I'll get the stats up actually from yesterday. Let's go and get the stats up while these guys are doing their qualifying. We can have a little look at the.
We got a 36.7, which is 4 temps clear already. So it's getting down. And the track's actually optimum for the first set of qualifying. So
that's what 47 cars will do in free practice too.
Yeah.
It will slowly die down. So qualifying yesterday, the pole was Fisher with a 136 flat. So Jack Taylor's in there at a 136.7. He is probably favourite to take overall pole. Bearing in mind this is our AM drivers, I think Jack Taylor is one of the favourites in the chat to be taking overall pole this evening. But there's a few names And we'll go through them quickly, actually. There's some of the drivers this evening. Some of them first-time racers, like Ash is a first-time commentator. This evening, we've got some first-time drivers. And Jack Taylor, this is where I learned all the names last season really quickly. And some of them, Simon Gino, Zach Wilson, Jose Neves, Scott Walker. Oh, they're all coming through to set no faster laps. It's moving everybody around on the screen.
Around.
Yeah. Alejandro Shibero, Mbomba Washe is in there in P8 as well. Brian Dow, Marcus Haller is back, and actually I think he was in bronze split last season. He's moved himself up into the tier 4 split. Zach Wilson, Simon Gino, Michael Wang. Who else have we got in there? Brian Dow, Louis Fernandez, Adam Rayner, we've already spoke about. Ariane Fanari, Ray Birch, one of the bronze split manager this season. Richard Bell, Erwin Schultens, who's been around pretty much since season 1. And then we've got Rocco Ganoli, who should be disqualified from qualifying. But hey-ho, we'll let him there. He's there. He's at the back of the grid.
He slipped the net. He is the slippery one, and he's got through. We'll let him have it.
Yeah, we'll let him have it. Let's have a little look here then.
We've got P8. So 36.7. So we've got, what's that? We've got 2 exact same lap times, P2, P3.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. 6 1,000s between them.
What's that? Top 15 within a second. So yeah, overall it's looking good.
Getting there, it's getting there. So if you're new to ACCSimSeries, how it works is we have 6 tiers across the season. On a Friday night, we have tier 6 and tier 5. They're like the slowest of the guys. They're in the bronze split. This is the silver split, and they feature tier 4 and tier 3. So tier 4 are the AM badges in game. They're the red colours. And tier 3 is our pro drivers, our white drivers, our white badge drivers, who you'll see in the second 15 minutes of qualification. And then on tomorrow night, we've got a new feature, support race, coming before our championship race. It's the GT4s are taking to the track and warming the tarmac up for us at Zandvoort tomorrow, before our gold split, which is our tier 2 and our tier 1 drivers, as well as some invitational drivers who have won or come top 3 in some previous championships and been invited to join us back. We'll take to the track tomorrow evening. And how qualifying works is the lower tier get the first 15 minutes of qualifying, and the high tier get the second 15 minutes. That's why you're only seeing red names on the list. And I mean, this driver that's up at the moment is a new driver, Simon Gino. He's in the Lexus. His team name's just Simon. And he's up half a second as well at the moment as he comes into the final corner.
Yeah, I'm just trying to...
oh, he's got pink wheels. He's got pink wheels, Ash.
That reminds me of is it a Jack Harvey?
Oh, it's Jack Harvey, yeah. Simon Gino goes...
pink wheels. I don't understand. Is it because you can't change the Lexus on the liveries, you have to do something ridiculous with the rims? It's just
probably,
stupid.
yeah.
Leave it as it is. That's what it's there for. Have we got any stupid colours today, anyway?
Should we go through some liveries while we're waiting for these cars to do their...
I think McKenna's struggling to get a lap in.
That's an in-game one. Yeah, that's an in-game one. It's a little bit...
I don't mind it. It's a bit paintball-like. It's been shot a few times.
Here's the real odds. Has Erwin Schultens got a black car? Oh, it's black and red. We're getting there.
Black and red. What, was he always black then, previously?
Yeah, because he had that weird like color code thing in the game files where he would put down like the you know in the JSON, you don't know JSON files, but the JSON files that would then like make the car completely black, like matte black, and take all the stickers off of it essentially. So he used to run that, but now he's got an actual livery because we told him off. Who else have we got? Pavel, I've just told Shane the situation because you both messaged me. And it should be number 9, it should be number 1, if that helps. And that's because they ignored my instructions and drove on the track during my driver briefing. Louis Fernandez is 4/10 up. He's in 17th at the moment, but it's still quite tight. 1.2 seconds between 17th and 1st. Top 16 are all within a second.
He's looking good. It's the nice spread. I think this might be the super split this season, to be honest. It looks like everyone's in contention. We've got obviously 20, 21, 22, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. But again, you don't know how much practice these guys put in compared to others. So
yeah, especially
that's where you find your time. Especially
being week 1 as well. Like these guys have had up to 4 weeks practice on the practice servers. if they've wanted to
Yeah,
take it.
yeah,
So we're going to
yeah.
see a lot of. I think we had in the bronze chat yesterday. We were reminiscing on. I think it was Silver Split Season 2 at Monza, where that's like the top 26 cars were all split within a second in qualifying. It's ridiculous. So we'll
That's
see how
what
it
you
goes.
want to see, really.
I've,
Drivers up. You got Fernandez in the Aston. He's up 2 tenths. Lost a bit of time there.
someone that is
Other
up
than
two
that,
temps. Michael Wang. What a name. I'm that immature. Yes, I am.
Mr. Wang.
Mr. Wang is up 2 tenths at the moment as he's coming through. Just coming into sector 2 now.
Yeah, we got Adam Moreno. He was up sort of 2 tenths. The first 2 corners, probably the worst time. 'Cause you got to hold on for it for the whole lap, and it gets
Yeah.
difficult. You see that green flashing and climbing, and then you get a bit nervous and twitchy come the middle of the sector.
Certainly do. But Wang's, and talking of that, Wang's lost all his time as well as he's going through it. Brian Fenari is up 3 tenths in the. That's quite a nice coloured McLaren. Fenari and P13. It's called Sunnyside, the team name. That's
Nice.
quite a nice little colour. I like that colour for that Ferrari.
Yeah.
That
Not
Ferrari?
much
It's not even a Ferrari,
experience
it's a
in the.
McLaren.
It is the. Yeah,
It's been a
not
long
much
day.
experience in the McLaren. I've not raced a lot in the McLaren, so I'm not too sure what it's like. The update has apparently made it better in the wet conditions, so. Oh, he's lost a lot of time on the exit there.
Oh, stays where he is. And Bumba Washe come away from the Lexus that he was featured in season 4, second season with him on the track with us, and he's in the Aston Martin. He's learnt from being up my backside for a whole season that the Aston Martin is the superior car.
Just not off the line. The Aston
Yeah,
Martin is by far the weakest car off the rolling start. You bound to lose at least a position or even two. As a
as Alvaro.
Maradona, Alvarado, Maradona, Avocado, whatever people call him, knows.
He is 7 tenths up as well, so he's looking to put something in contention for pole. Chivero's gone in with a 1:36.1, 3 tenths ahead of Jack Taylor in P2. Bumba Washelo looking to cement himself in the top 3 of the Tier 4 split. Goes in second.
Does P2, nice.
It's a good lap from him. Pedro Fernandez then. Questionable whether he's related to Luis Fernandez, but hey ho.
Or even Bruno Fernandez. He might be a cousin of the Man United midfielder. You don't know, do you?
Yeah, it might
Could
be.
be anybody.
Curb Go Burr is the team name. That's the best part, honestly. If you want to like earn some head honcho points, have good team names in your cars. Curb Go Burr is Pedro Fernandez's team name. So.
Yeah, no, I've never heard it before, but
But you're telling me you've never hit a curb before, especially not around Silverstone when you've got an hour and a
I've,
half on one set of tyres, yeah?
I've never hit a curb. I've never had a puncture. I've never crashed a car.
Oh, what is going on there? What is going on there? Ganoki he's on, he may be someone that's getting a bit of a reputation early doors, to be honest. He's
caused a collision.
He's caused a bit of carnage there. Ryan Dow is 1/10 up. Seems to have lost that. Last kind of laps coming in for most of our drivers. I think all our drivers should get around again before our Tier 3 drivers take to the track.
Will we see a 35? I think I've seen in their chat that some of them are doing 35s. I'm not sure if that's the AMs or the pros in this silver.
It's really upsetting me that I'm on a 38 and I'm in Tier 1.
Yeah, I think you've jumped the gun with splits, to be honest. I'm not too sure what Norberg was up to putting you up there, but hey ho.
I earned it, okay?
You learn from the quicker people, I
Yep.
suppose.
So Jack Taylor, Yeti Sim Sport. Is that an in-game livery or is that a custom team name?
Yeah, it's not one I've seen. Is that the Bentley?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, no, I've not heard of that one.
Yeah, you drive the Bentley last season.
I'm
Jose
driving it
Neves.
this
Tugger Racing. I think he was Tugger Racing last year as well. The McLaren. Oh, that is rather that you need sunglasses for.
That is a bright.
Here's the 10th up.
Yeah, green, yellow. Red. Yeah, he's gone all bright. Might see him dip into the 36s. He's
This is the last chance of flying laps for our cars. As you can see on the track map in the bottom left, you can see that the Tier 3 drivers are coming out of the pits now. Looking to start their laps.
So are they going to top these guys? Are we going to see a 55 from the white numbers?
The white numbers. I'll send you the stewarding sheet if you like, Ash. Then you can have a look at when all the incidents happen as well.
My favourite thing to do. So
It's the best part of racing. What does access
It
to
is
see
the best part.
access to see the stewarding document? Jose Neves throws away his final lap. Then who else is on that? Pedro Fernandez pits in. Jack Taylor 3/10 up. This could be enough to put him on pole for Tier 4 anyway. See how he goes. Going around the final corner now. He needs to probably find about another 10th. Drivers were warned in the driver briefing as well. Oh, he goes up to second. 66 thousandths off of the lead. And he's going to be the last of the cars coming through by the looks of it.
Yeah, so you got the top 3 within a 10th. And then down to 13th in a second. So not bad, not bad. Nice split.
I don't really understand what this car's doing. Again, getting a bit of a reputation. Not turning up to the driver briefing, doing things wrong. Love it. Right, Andrew Hearn, car 666, a regular returning driver in that blue and green Skid Solo Racing McLaren, is coming to start his first lap.
Yeah, there is a few familiar names that I know more in this split, I think. I think Durrett was up there last season, Long.
Yeah, Long won Tier 5, didn't he, last season, I think?
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Barkas gets on now. He's ditched the Audi and realised it's a death machine. Chatterjee, who is disqualified, I believe, for not obeying your orders. Is that right?
Yeah. He shouldn't be out he shouldn't be out on track anyway.
We got to see a 35, surely. I've seen people in gold splits saying 34s, which I cannot touch this season in the BMW. I am a back marker this year for sure in that thing. It's difficult at the best of times.
There we go. That car finally gets a disqualification, and Andrew Hearn is sitting pretty. He goes in to start his. Oh, this is his first flying lap, I believe. Yeah, it should be.
Yep.
Probably one of the most hard. I don't like this part of the track. I think this is the Audi S, I think it is.
Yeah, you got to take as much curb as possible and hope it doesn't bounce you anywhere. Here, again, you can go flat round here if you have a good exit.
He goes up to 18th overall. Have a look at the number 15 Alpha Racing Lexus of Kevin. Oh, here we go. Why did I pick this name? Canby? Canby?
Canby. We'll say it's a silent H.
Yeah, I think we can agree on that one. Canby. All right.
Yeah,
we'll move off that one and we'll go to the season. We'll go to the Tier 5 champion David Long then in the another team. Oh, honestly, it's a good start. Team Kaluhu Racing livery dust. Kluhu.
Wasn't he in the Aston last season as well? So he's stuck with the
man he's a man of my own heart, sticking with the Aston Martin.
Yeah, no, it is a very safe car to drive.
Hello, Cramphy with an F. I'm assuming that's Paul Cramp in the chat. Is helping me with the pronunciation.
Durrett is up 1 point.
Bartkus has gone in 4th. His first flying lap.
I've got a sneaky feeling Bartkus is going to take pole here.
And yes, there's DSQs already, basically with the silver chat, and it being the first week, the first week of the season. I asked all the cars to remain in the pits while I did the driver briefing with them for 5 minutes, and 2 cars decided to ignore that and drive around the track. So they got disqualifications from qualifying, which is car number 1 and car number 9. That's why you can see him. They've been naughty boys. David Long then goes up into P5, looking to cement his jump from Tier 5 to Tier 3 and put his face on the front of the grid. Daniel Doretta was another one you mentioned as well. 36.9 so far. Still driving that Lamborghini.
Yeah, the same livery, very bright. I think Doretta was he was quick out of the blocks in qualifying, if I remember rightly, from last year, but got into a few curbs, a few walls, and the consistency wasn't there in his race pace. I might be wrong, but I'm sure that was
No,
the case.
yeah, I'd agree. I think I'd have to agree with that statement. He's definitely one that had a few gracious meetings with the wall. 9 minutes left to qualify, and then it's a nice hot 31 degrees. And how the weather works for the ACC Championship Series is that the bronze splits, they always have the same start times to their races, and they're always dry. So the race start times are always 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock in the evening, in-game time. And it's always dry, and it's always an ambient of 21 degrees. That just helps drivers like cement themselves in a competitive racing scene. Essentially, it's a nice little entry path. It's always consistent. They can just get used to having this volume of cars, which you might not get in a public lobby, around them at the same time. Then the silver splits, so they have the same start times, 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock for their races, but they get a consistent type of weather. So they'll either have dry and a temperature for the whole race weekend, or they'll have wet and a temperature for the whole race weekend. And Zandvoort, we've been nice to them and given them dry. Golds, on the other hand, it's completely random. The golds have random start times, random weather, random temperatures, and they just have to deal with it. And how it works is they give me more stick, they get worse weather. So,
which I believe this whole season is wet in the gold split, I believe, by looking at the event configuration.
Yeah, the whole season's wet. So Jesper Eriksson then in the 177. I'm not even going to try the name. Again, actually, that's really. I like that color combination. That's the best part of race round 1 is looking at everyone's car choices and everyone's livery choices and the colors. And Jesper Eriksson gets a high five from me for his livery choice. It's a nice.
It's a Batmobile, the Lamborghini.
Yeah, it's like a dark blue with yellow highlights. It's
nice.
Right, well, Pavel. Oh my! Have I absolutely slated that surname? It's Pavel as well. It's just Pavel. Just Pavel.
So I thought it's Powell.
No, it's Pavel. Definitely, definitely a V.
I thought it was a W.
If it's not a V, I've been calling him Pavel for the past 4 months. He's not said anything. So he's either really polite, but he is half a second up on his time at the moment. It's going to be enough to jump him up into 16th. He was worried he wasn't going to get in the top 20. So that's a good start from him. Fabio Sakinski. Hang on, have we got both of the Sakinski brothers in the same split? Fabio is there. I'm sure we had.
No, I can just see the ones.
Who was? Sure. I'm just going blind.
There's not another Sakinski in here.
What was it I was thinking about? I'm now just scrolling through names. But anyway, Sakinski goes up to 7th.
But my prediction of Barker's going pole is looking strong. He's
6 temps up.
36.1 already. And he's 7 temps up and lost all the time going through there. But yeah, I think you're going to see your first 35 of the evening.
We are getting there. Slowly but surely getting there. 5 minutes left to qualifying. Then the real racing begins. 35.7.
Strong time. I can't do that in the beam up. Nowhere near it. 38s. I think Steve Hughes said he was on 38s, but Steve Hughes likes to lie, and he's been practicing for 4 weeks straight now since we told him to go in the BMW. So
absolutely sweating
to an alien.
Who's that? Steve Hughes.
Steve Hughes, yep.
He's not even racing this season. There's no space for him, is there? Or is there no space for him? Oh, he's in there. Okay, last time I
would think you run this.
No, he messaged me. Last time I spoke to Steve, he messaged me saying, am I an idiot and forgot to fill out the entry form? And my response was, well, if you're not in the splits, then yes, you're an idiot and forgot to fill out the entry form. So, and then I have staff. Like you have secretaries at work, Ash, I have staff. They are amazing, and they do a lot of it for me, so I can concentrate on things related to Sim Racing GP and the organisation of ACC Sim Series.
Yeah,
Such as
that is
organising the support races that are coming tomorrow, the team events that are coming once every season now, and more things to come following the final round of the SEC at the end of this season. There's new
all the
things
set.
afoot. There's new things afoot. Alvin Strom, by the way, goes in second. Battle of the family. Eric Strom's in tier 6. Alvin, his son, is in tier 2. And actually putting a massive foot in there in tier 3 even, sorry. Going in second. Daniel Durrett, 2 temps up in that Lamborghini.
I'm surprised he's not higher up.
Hmm.
But again, I think he's moved up a split this time, hasn't he? So
I think so, yeah. I think he was, I think he was tier 5 last season.
yeah, I recall him in tier 5 last season.
I don't think I'll ever touch the Lamborghini after our Project Cars season in the Lamborghini. I don't think I'll ever touch it in this game. I think it's just that it got a sacred place for me in Project Cars 2, and that's where it will stay.
That's where it will stay. No,
But
the Lambo is good on certain tracks. I would choose it for the gold split, but with your weather settings and that being no good in the rain, there is no point.
there's no point. That'll be my first ever pole at Monza in a championship race. That Lamborghini.
Maybe you need to go back to it and you might start winning more, perhaps.
Oh, I've got plenty of wins, mate. I'm not going to win anything in Tier 1 of this season, am I? Let's be honest. There's like the likes of what? Alvaro, Harvey. Who else we got in there this season? Henley. I'm not winning anything in Tier 1 this season. I'm just looking to have nice, clean races. Nice, clean, consistent racing. That's all I did last season. They got me promoted somehow. Andy Bahan goes up to P18. David Long, Tier 5 champion last season. Now in Tier 3, finds himself 3 temps up after the first couple of corners. And like Ash was saying earlier, it's really difficult to keep that time as you go through the lap, especially when you see green in the first braking zone. You're like, yes! And then throw it away 5 corners later down around the track when you lose a bit of concentration.
Yeah, or you think, well, if I just brake slightly later here, I'll be even quicker, and you lose everything on the exit.
Yeah. Then the TC kicks in the back end there, just kicks itself round. I think that was Marlborough Bock, I think. Let me get the track name corners up again.
He's getting the track name.
Oh, no, that was Schweik. This is Marlborough Bock. No, this isn't Marlborough. This is Vodafone Bock. And then we go down into the LDS, which is twinned with Hugenholtz Bock. Who knows?
Nice.
Who knows? And then we got Cumhole Bock. And then Airy London. Oh, I give over.
That's enough of the names.
Oh yeah, you guys can't.
Pavel or Pavel or Pavel or however you call him is binned it. So we love to see it. We love to see accidents. No, we don't. We like clean races.
It was Sikinski and Faneri. It was Faneri who I was getting it confused with, by the way. There is 2 Sikinskis because they were racing in our Silverstone team race last weekend. But I thought they were both in the same split, but they're not. It was Faneri who I was getting confused with. Jason Daly, good to see him returning as well for this season. Finds himself in 25th. He is 3 temps up at the moment.
Is that the fake taxi?
Yeah, that's the fake taxi livery.
That is the fake taxi. It reminds me of a certain Jonathan Schungle. Likes the old fake taxi, or is it Leonard?
I don't know, but one of them likes the livery. If everyone know they like the lifestyle, we do not know.
We don't know.
He is up. There's a yellow flag, and McLaren pulled over to the side of the road. Alex Zach as well. Not seen much of him. VIP Motorsport. That's a nice looking Lamborghini as well. Lamborghini's got some really nice liveries this season. It's good to see a Lamborghini that's not all white. It's even better to see a Lamborghini that's not all white wrecking into the side of a Lexus around Nürburgring on a Wednesday night. But hey ho. Alex Zach up to 12th. Eric Hodge.
Name names.
Eric Hodge. We got how many Lambos have we got this season? Eric Hodge in a yellow Lamborghini, car 86 for Umgahar Racing. 3 temps up, going through the LDS.
Yeah, we got 6. We got quite a spread of cars. To be fair, there's not like I remember at the top split a couple of seasons
It
ago,
was
it was
season
all
2,
Astons.
Ferraris.
Everyone
It was
was
for
Astons
yeah, and then
and
season 2 was
Ferraris,
all
yeah.
Ferrari, weren't it? Because we had Monza first, so we had one Jaguar, about 30 Ferraris, and then 19 other cars scattered in the wind. David Cox up 4/10 in the Bentley, coming through the final corner now. Final lap time now. It's for all the kahunas. It's for all the money-making machines, and he is going to put himself onto P2, knocking Alvin Strom down then. David Cox puts himself on the front row, and I don't think anyone's really going to compete with that.
Can't see anyone up on the Delta, but no, the 135. I thought we would see more people in the 35s, but the track is what 31, so it's warm,
It is warm.
which causes a lot of slidey, especially in sort of the middle sector with the sharp right and then the sharp left. When the track's warm, you tend to just slide around.
Rightio. So as the qualifying is over, we're going to shoot ourselves over to a very quick ad break, and then we'll be back afterwards with the race action. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Go and get yourselves a drinks. Go and get yourselves some food, and we'll get the predictions up and running back shortly in a couple of minutes. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You got to see our lovely faces there for a second. We're back into the race itself, and we're going to go for a very quick grid walk because actually we sped a lot of the times up this season. Depends how quick it takes my controller to come into action. I'm wanting to work, do the free cam. Broke the cable. It's all really good. Here we go. We've got camera action. Here we go. So Bartkelsen on pole, David Cox in P2, Alvin Strom with Tribero in third and fourth, Sakinski and Jack Taylor then in P5 and 6, and Bawashe in seventh, Hearn in eighth, Long and Durrett in ninth and 10th, and then we've got Andy Bahan, Gino, Zach, Dow, Daly, Kube, Wang, Esposito.
Esposito, not Despacito.
No,
yeah?
it's loving life. Wilson, Ericsson, Fernandez, Pavel, Walker, Shanbury, Haller, Hodge, Nemeth, a gap in the grid, don't know who that is. Gardstig, didn't even see him in qualifying. Bell, Neves, Rayner, Fernandez, Daly, Griffel, again, didn't see him in qualifying. Birch, Darunen, Luque, Schultens, McKenna, and then our two disqualified drivers, Ganoe and Chatterjee are going to be our grid then. Who is going to hit who going into turn one, Ash?
I'm looking down the grid. I just think there's going to be a 30-car pile-up into T1, I think.
Well,
I reckon we're going to have to red flag it and restart the server. No.
That's the prediction we're going to have in chat, though, is will we make it? Will we make it through T1? Yes or no in the chat. It's happening.
You
Got a
tend to
minute.
find race 1 is statistically cleaner than race 2.
Yeah.
Race 1 is careful. Race 2 is
Send
full
it.
send.
So get
It
your
always
votes
seems
in.
to be the case. Have we got any spinners on the formation?
Oh, you can keep your eye out for that. You can keep your eye out for that while I'm just entering my prediction in the chat. Get your predictions in, ladies and ladies.
No, I can't see anyone spinning around as
Oh,
of
there's
yet.
a major percentage for yes, we will get through T1, which is great. I love the optimism, but I have put all my wife coins on no.
I think race 1 we might be alright. The bronze split, I believe, in T1 was pretty clean. I think the first lap, there weren't much, was there? I may have missed
I
it.
don't know. I didn't see, to be honest. I was preoccupied last night, unfortunately. So I didn't get to see the race. I heard some positives from some of the drivers. Heard a lot of negatives as well from some other drivers.
Yeah.
But hey ho, it happens.
That is the nature of racing, unfortunately.
And clearly you are new to the stream, Rob. Otherwise you would notice that I am awful with names. Especially with any names that aren't British names or American names. They just get slated. It's their own fault. And if you get offended by me calling your name out, feel free to DM me how to pronounce your name. Maybe use Google Translate, voice notes. Mbumbawashe is his name. Mpambawashe, sorry. So here we go then. The drivers lining up in the Noah's Ark formation of 2x2. Come in through the Audi S's. We're going to put the camera at Mpambawashe, seeing as he's very popular in the chat at the moment. He's in P7.
P7, P10 is always the best positions to watch the action from, I find.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, you watch from the back and tell me if there's any carnage. I'll watch from the front, and if you see some carnage, give me a shout, tell me where to go, and I'll try and find their name as quick as I possibly can.
No problem.
Here we go then. Barticus is leading us round. Gets himself pole for round 1 of the AC Sprint. Oh, that's the old name. Oh, I can't run my own community. And Bamba. Oh, now I'm reading someone's name. And the drive-throughs have hit with everybody's got the drive-throughs, including Barticus and ACCSimSeries. Round 1 at Zandvoort. Silver Split is off to a flyer of a start. Barticus has picked himself up a drive-through. Not sure how Barticus is that far ahead, so that's probably why he got a drive-through. Gino's got a drive-through. What's it like for? Oh, it's carnage further back.
I don't know. It was someone in the AMG. I've lost his name, but he seems.
Daniel Durrett spun, I think, by the looks of it. We're slowly getting there. The camera's not playing ball with us. So I get all my wife coins back for saying no. We're not going to get through turn 1 clean. But Barticus is leading us through. God, there's loads of drive-throughs for jumping the start. I do not know what has happened here. There is about. We'll wait till the carnage clears itself up.
I think we're looking at a good 10 drive-throughs there. I did see a lot. Oh, there is a collision before the S. McKenna by the looks of it. And Birch starting from the pit. It's like a standstill on the M25. What's going on?
Oh.
There's another car round. It's Neves. He's facing backwards. That is certainly not the right way. We've got a Bell Porsche who's just stopped driving for some reason. What on earth is going on? Luke sending it up the inside.
All going on. But at the front of the order then, Alex Zak finds himself in P12 in that VIP Motorsport Lamborghini. He's got the bright purple and green Aston Martin of Fernandez in the 99 Aston Martin behind him.
Well, it's Barticus and Strom. Oh, Barticus has gone for the pit.
He's got a drive-through. He got a drive-through off the bat, yeah. So Alvin Strom then leads us round to complete the first lap. We're going to see how many. So we've got one drive-through. We're going to see how many drive-throughs we get by how many cars enter the pits. So we've got one in the pits already. Car 19's in the yellow flag behind.
Barticus has stopped in the pit and returned to garage and quit out the race by the looks of it.
Oh, that's a shame. I don't really know what's gone on with him.
I'm not too sure what's happened, but the dummy may have well come out the pram.
Absolutely thrown it. Here come all the warnings in the top left. Alvin Strom leading this round from David Cox behind. Shabero in third. There's 4 drive-throughs being cleared then. Car 9, 67, 74, 86 all serving their drive-through.
What on earth? I've never seen anything like it. It's wonderful. We love to see it. We got Neves just getting back to his feet. I think he spun it again in the last corner. Oh, is this? The front group look good.
The front
The
group
back
do look
group,
good.
not so good.
I
It's
think
drive-through central.
I think the gap is opening between Andrew Hearn and Jack Taylor then. Jack Taylor's the back of the train at the moment. He's looking down the back of the 7.7 Audi of Fiskinski. Go through the Audi S's.
Yeah, so you look at the top 6, top 5 have got away nicely. They're in a nice little train. Got Taylor all over the back of Sikansky.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it.
Is he going to send it up the ins? You've got to do it. It's a great opportunity to do it here, to be honest. You know that Audi's got to give way. Taylor's deep. Ooh, Rubbin's racing. You're allowed a bit of tapping.
Rubbin's
Rubbin
racing.
is racing. Shane in the steward box is going to be fuming. The Audi's flashing. We love to see it. The passion. We love the passion.
Here we go then. The car, Alvin Strom still leads this round. He's got about half a second gap now to David Cox.
And again, it looks like we got a top 5 nice pack. And then if you go back to sort of Fernandez, Long, Dale, Zaki, Cube, Pavel or Powell, however you want to call them, they're all nice and tight with each other.
Let me pay out that it was a no. We didn't make it, so they get their wife coins back. Look on the rear view camera then. Lovely camera with that Fnatic banner. Fnatic obviously coming on board to sponsor the real life GT World Challenge, as long as a lot of other or the SRO essentially, isn't it? They've come on board with to sponsor most of the championships this season. Entering the Audi S's then, looking from behind. David Long leads the pack round in P9.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look for the close gaps here. It's looking, they're all pretty, it's all good. Like down to P20, everyone's close. We've got all the people at the rear that are doing the drive-throughs that are trying to pass the people obviously a bit slower than themselves. So that'll make this race more interesting.
Jack Taylor has set sights on the back of Alejandro Shibero. Or Shirabal, who knows, after getting past Fabio Sikinski in the last corner into turn 1. Let's go and have a look at the stewards document. Let's have a little look how that's getting on. Penalty coming in for number 72. Has contact with car 100. Who is 72? It's Zach Wilson in his first race. By looks, has contact with car 100, causing them to spin. Car number 1's yellow flag. Car number 74 yellow flag as well on the start-finish line. What's happened there with car number 74 then? That is Chris McKenna. I think he's may have...
Penalties are rolling in now. We got a 5-second car 72, was that?
Yeah, that's the one we just spoke about, the car 100. Chris McKenna then diving into the pits. That is a banged-up AMG. Front bumper's barely hanging on. Alvin Strom still out in the lead then with David Cox behind. A second behind with Alejandro. Go for Alejandro. That's the easiest one to do for the AF Corsa. Alejandro for the AF 52 AF Corsa Ferrari.
It's so rubby.
And we've got this pack behind. Andrew Hearn is battling with Mbamba Washe. Who's got...
It's hard to call. You're watching this. I'm watching. There's battles all.
Yeah,
over
I know.
the
It's such a
circuit.
tight and twisted track.
Cameras.
Oh, Mbamba Washe gets a slower... Oh, he's going into pit. That'll be why. Gino then... Thought Gino had a great turn out of that corner. Actually looking behind. Pedro Fernandez even is looking to get himself onto the back of David Long. We did mention the driver briefing earlier, but the right-hand side of the track... Oh, 67!
Oh, we have a yellow flag.
Is that a back marker?
That is Bell, the Porsche. I'm not too sure what's happened there, but he's...
I think he's a back marker.
He's letting everyone go, so he's doing well.
Curb Go Brewer team of Pedro Fernandez. Trying to put himself on David on. We did have a little chat in the driver briefing as well. The right-hand side of the start-finish line is only allowed for people that are going to enter the pits. As we recognised last time we raced Zandvoort, everyone was using the right-hand side of the road to break the toe when they were trying to get it down the start-finish line. As when someone tried to enter the pits, someone rear-ended them. So that stops that issue. David Long, 4 tenths up on his best time. Fastest lap so far is Alejandro Shibero, actually, on a 36.1. He actually managed to get himself past David Cox as well, and he's looked to ignite the fire in that Ferrari engine. Try and chase down Alvin Strom for the lead. Alvin Strom very confident out in the lead so far. It's really good to see him out there.
Again, he needs to just sit behind Strom and realise he's not fighting for position with Strom. He's making a gap to Taylor, and that is his next person who is fighting for points with him. He just needs to sit behind Strom, don't do anything silly, and don't lose any time. A lot of people don't realise that and tend to fight.
Oh, there we go. There were some brothers in the chat. I thought they were the Kinski brothers. Actually, the Fernando brothers. Pedro and Luis Fernandez are both brothers. Pedro finds himself in 9th. Luis finds himself in 20th. They're in the same split. Are they in the same championship as well? They are. They're both in Tier 4.
They are then.
They're actually racing 4th position. 21 minutes left to go then. Alejandro Shibero still chasing down Alvin Strom. David Cox struggling to grab onto the back of the coattails even. Here. Of Shibero. Like I said, if you are new to ACCSimSeries, you will notice the different colour badges on the left-hand side. So Tier 4 is represented by our red AM badges, and Tier 3 are represented by the white Pro badges. They both get their own championship points. They're not really battling each other for position on the track. But they are battling for bragging rights, essentially. So if Shibero wants to send it down the inside, which he looks like he does on Alvin Strom going into the Audi S's, can't quite get himself tucked in behind. But if they want to fight for bragging rights and first on track, they're more than welcome to do it, but they won't actually gain any extra points. So like Ash was saying earlier on, he doesn't really need to attack this.
Or on the other hand, if Strom thinks the Ferrari is quicker, you just let him go. And it's a win-win for both, really.
Someone asking chat if Pedro and Louis are on the same team. Let's have a little look. Oh,
yeah, they are. I believe Pedro's in the driver's seat for this side, and then when they pit, I think the brother jumps in the driver's seat and the other one hops in the passenger seat. So we'll see the names change.
No, they're not. One's in Send It, and one is in... Oh, I say Send It. It looks like Luis Fernandez has sent it into a wall. He's got some rather beaten up side panels of that Aston Martin.
There's definitely damage. The rear bumper's a bit flappy.
He's not pitting though, so it can't be that significant damage.
We've had some early pit stoppers. So Mbamba Washe is the first in line out of the pits by the looks of it. But then is he going to be stuck behind back markers? It looks like it.
Where is he? I can't find him on my time. Oh, he's down in 30th.
30, yeah. I think he was the first one in, first one out. But again, sometimes it plays in your favour to pit early, sometimes it doesn't. If Shortens doesn't pit, he's going to cost him time, because Bambawashi, I'm assuming, is quicker.
Yeah, so we'll update you on the penalties then. So Keith Griffel, car number 88, hits car number 89, causing him to spin and lose positions. That's a 15-second penalty for him. Car number 1's got a 15-second penalty for disregarding yellow flags. Car number 177's got a 5-second penalty for missing his braking point and making contact with car number 19.
But all in all, other than the drive-throughs, the contact sheet is not looking too bad.
Only 15 incidents so far, about coming up to halfway through our race. And actually, Shibero's got the job done then. He's passed. Oh, the back markers are coming into play now with the Bentley's behind, but Shibero has got himself past Alvin Strom then. Now Alvin Strom's falling into the grasps of David Cox for the lead of the Tier 3 Championship.
I think we'll see the Ferrari just disappear off into the distance here. By the looks of it, he's pulling away from Strom. Cox is, yeah, as you said, he's catching. It's going to be a fight for the tier 3. I think Shirabauer, is that it?
Okay, yeah.
Is driving away into the distance. But then looking further back, P12, 13, 14, we give a bit of mid-pack some love, DT, rather than concentrating on the front.
Yep, sorry.
As, we've
There we go.
had plenty of complaints about, oh, all we do is watch the front people. The mid-pack, he's looking tight between Wang.
Oh, Wang,
Am I saying Wang?
Despacito.
Yep, hence
What?
why I didn't say his name, because I'm, oh, and it looks like we have a Zach facing the wrong way around. He is, I'm assuming, broke late, hit the curb on the right, and gone for a little sandcastle in the sand. Oh, more incidents at the rear. I've just seen Daly touch someone round there. I believe Daly was the one that was spun in the first lap, T1, I believe, so he's probably trying to gain the positions.
Gino's in the pit then. Cube, Esposito, Wang, Deruin actually is. Deruin's actually off the back of this pack. This is where that pack ends. It's 4 cars battling it out in the middle. Barticus is in the pits. No, Barticus is disconnected. He's just stuck in my timing screen.
Yeah, again, I'm not too sure what happened to Bart because he had a drive through off the start. He went to serve it straight away and stopped midway through the pit lane and returned to garage by the looks of it. So I'm not too sure what's happened there.
So tell you what, we'll pad out the predictions. We'll give you another prediction for the rest of the last 15 minutes of this race, and we're going to go Strom or Cox.
Strom has dived into the pit and Cox has stayed out. So this will be the battle of the pit stops. I think there's a lot of opportunities to jump people in the pits.
You know what? My immaturity's already got the next prediction for the next start of race 2.
Cox or Wang?
Why'd you spoil it?
I knew it. I've known you for too long.
We were gonna go for most positions gained, Cox or Wang. Oh, it was so
the immaturity.
The immaturity there. So Shibero, David Cox, Jack Taylor, Fabio Sakinski, Alvin Strom is in the pits, as Ash has mentioned. Andrew Hearn then finds himself still in that 666 skid solo racing McLaren. He's got a long way to go to get onto the back of Sakinski's 777 Audi. Car 67's having a bit of a mare again by the looks of it. Where is 67? That's Alex Zak, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, it's Richard Bell, actually.
That is the Porsche. I think he's having a tough time today, I think. He spent more time on the grass, I think, than the track today, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. Might not be no fault of his own, or zero practice I'm going down the route of.
Jesper Eriksson then in that Lamborghini that we said we like so much.
So the question is Cox going to dive into the pit, or is he going to stay out? Well, a line he's taken, he looks like he's staying out for one more. He is.
Scott Walker now, I recognise it. Oh, that's actually quite a nice looking Nissan GTR, to be honest. Car 23. I recognise Rubber Dinghy Rapids from the Silverstone 6-hour event we had previously. Good to see them taking part in the Championship Series. Cleared his pit. Alvin Strom in the lead of the drivers that have pit. Shibero's pit in the pit. Sakinski's in the pit. Dow, Fernandez, Esposito, but not Barticus. Zach Wilson's on his way in. Shiberi's gone for another lap. Oh, it looked like there was a little move there in the background from Jason Daly trying to defend. Is that defending or allowing car to come back through? Who is that Bentley next to him? Car number... Wait till we see it. Don't know.
Wasn't
Car
Taylor.
number
It was
9. Who's car number 9? That was one of the leaders, is it not?
it's Chatterjee.
Oh, Chatterjee, okay. So I think Chatterjee unlapping himself potentially because he's quite far down the order.
Currently sitting P31. But again, Cox is leading the race. It's whether his lap times are good enough to have jumped Strom in the pits here. As the Ferrari of... Has he pitted? Yep. So he's out in front, and Sakinski, has he jumped? So, the timing screen in this pit scenario is terrible.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. The timing screen
Jumps, you don't-
doesn't like the pit. Doesn't like a pit session.
Right, I think we've refreshed now, so it's still Chirabala.
Andrew Hearn going into the pits. David Cox stays out. How about Michael Wang? Let's have a look how he's getting on. Goes
Mr.
into
Wang.
the pits. Wang is coming in. It's just gonna. Oh, this is gonna go all season long. By the way, I'm sorry,
Wang
chat.
Cox.
Stop and go 30 then for Brian Dow, speeding in the pit lane. Picked himself up a stop and go 30. He was doing well. He was in P12, looking like probably P5, 6, 7 after the pit stop phase. See where our cars are after the pits. Where they're running close battles. Dow and Long. Dow still got the stop and go 30 to settle. Walker and Esposito. Two nice looking cars though. Walker and Esposito, the battle for 16th and 17th. Obviously different splits, but they're two really nice looking cars. I like that bright green.
It looks like if Paul Walker was a police officer, that would be
His car.
GTR, wasn't it? Definitely.
100%, that would be his GTR. Oh, so apparently there was technical difficulties for Barticus this week. Oh, right. Scott Walker looks down the inside of Esposito, but I think there was a car coming out the pits. I'm not too sure who it was, and that caused a little bit of friction in the situation. That's the settle to sit behind him again. Leader's in. David Cox is in. Jack Taylor's in. The lead is handed over to Chambry then.
So if I keep an eye on Cox,
I'll keep the stream. We'll keep an eye on Strom.
keep an eye on Strom and
Chibero.
Chirabauer. And I'll let you know. Let me know where he... Well, I can watch where he is, and I'll see when Cox is leaving. He's got quite a close pit box to the end, and it's a short run to the T1, so anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Chambry.
The Ferrari is looking likely to stay ahead.
Ferrari's coming around the penultimate corner now.
Cox is yet to be dropped from his pit team. He's hoping he's got the Red Bull pit team this time and not George Russell's Mercedes one. Because anything could happen.
Anything can happen in that pit team. Get the wrong tyres. You get Gareth Ronda's tyres from yesterday.
Yeah, he was donutting in the pits though, so I blame him and only him. Cox is leaving the pits.
Yeah, Chibero is already round turn 1. Oh, it's Strom. Strom's round turn 1. Sakinski's round turn 1. I think David Cox has just slotted in front of Fabio Sakinski then.
Yeah, so...
Oh no, Jack Taylor. That is Jack Taylor. So where's David Cox? Just in front of them.
Just in front. So Cox has come out P3.
I think, yeah. So it's Chibero, Strom, Cox, Taylor, Chinebri. Not Chinebri. Is Chinebri? No, it's not. Taylor, Cox, Sakinski. Oh, honestly, it's week 1, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to take a while to get these names under the belt. Where are the gaps? Fernandez again. Putting pressure on. It's Pedro this time. Putting pressure on Stefan de Ruin. He's got Alex Zak behind him for company. Have a look from Alex Zak's on board. Not the face one. That one's awful. Let's try that one. There we go.
It's Sarabia.
Filter in through the system then. Fernandez looking down the outside of the ruin from the onboard of Alex Zak. Not a lot of room there though to play with. 8 minutes left to go. Race number 1. Who's been the big movers and shakers is the question. Chatterjee started 41st, up to 29th. Dowell started 14th. He's down to 30th, but he did have that stop and go 30. Sorry. Who's the big movers going upwards? Gino started 12th, up to 8th. Daly's in the pits now. He was in the lead, inherited the lead due to the pit stop cycle. That's P15 and found himself in first. But it's going to write itself out now. Everyone's serving their pit stops. And Fernandez looking down the inside of the ruin, gets it done. Zach has to slam the brakes on a little bit, gives it a little lift.
He's made it stick now as Zach got the Kagoolies to...
Nah, he's bottled out of that. He's bottled
backed
right
out
out of that one.
He could have poked his nose in and had a sniff there, I think. But again, it's race 1.
It's not Wang or Cox, is it?
No. Cox would have chucked it down there.
We're so immature. It's unreal. All we need is David Long chasing Cox and Wang. That's all we need.
If we can make it happen, that'll be great. If we put ballasts on people so they slow down to each other, we could make it happen.
We just need it so they have to qualify next to each other on the grid. So when I do the pit walk, the grid walk, sorry, it literally reads Long Cox or Long Wang. So immature. It's unreal. Honestly, it's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. Like we mentioned in the pre-show, 8 hours of Silverstone race. Started at 12:30, but the website said 11:30, so I rocked up an hour early for qualifying, and we've been here ever since. It's been a long old day.
Hasn't it? Looks very much settled at the top end now. The Ferrari's off in distance. Strom again's got a gap from Cox. Cox has got a gap from Taylor, although Taylor is the closest.
Bentley battle.
Again, we've got an AM winning the overall, so it's all messed up.
The chat is not liking it is liking my immaturity, but it's not liking my immaturity at the same time. I get DT, please. Dan, please stop. Reminds me of Biggest Diggers. Yeah, I like that.
Biggers diggers. First pole ever. Went to a WC before the race. Is that toilet?
Yeah.
Normal terms. Bluetooth disconnected. Started lagging PR. Barkers has had a howler.
Wang is catching Pavel.
Or is it Pavel? You said it was Pavel earlier. I said Powell.
Pavel.
It's not a V.
Pavel. P-E-V-A-L. It's not that, it's W, but it's Pavel is how it says.
Right, we're dragging him up here after and we're going to question him live. But again, Adam Rayner, we've not seen much of. Where is he?
He's down in 20th.
20. Yeah, he doesn't have much time nowadays. His work seems to be taking a chunk of it.
8th in class as well.
He's not racing to his highest standards. And these are part of the Bentley Boy team,
Jack Sim Sport. Yeah, they've renamed this season to Jack Sim Sport.
They're not the Banana Boys anymore.
The original. Remember that?
The
Banana Boys. Remember them? Oh, what heroes they were. Come back
Bentley.
soon, Jamie, please. You need to put some sanity in the Banana Boys. Stop doing your speed running on Twitch. Who watches speed running on Twitch nowadays, anyway?
But yeah, no, Adam has been quiet. He's comfortable.
But Adam politely asked you to go away. Apparently, in the chat, in the lounge chat. Oh, fine. I won't show him on stream. I'll back you up, Ash. It's fine. We'll go and have a look at Alex Zach battling with Stefan de Rooyen. P17 and P16. 3 minutes left of this race, and it's flown by. Absolutely flown by.
But yeah, from the offset.
Oh, Alex Zach, that's the grass, mate. Someone get the lawnmower out. Oh, and the bucket and spade. Gonna lose a few positions there. I think he lost to Chambry. Daniel Durrett is now behind him. putting the chase down on that bright green, lime green Lamborghini is now chasing the Batmobile Lamborghini.
But again, we got Taylor. Taylor might be the one to watch here. If he's within a 6/10 here of Cox, he's just got to stay with him. There's not many opportunities to overtake on this track. T1, you've just got to send it. Other than that, there's not that many.
Fernandez is catching Wang and Pavel.
So I think we're going to have 2 more laps. No, maybe one. Maybe just the one. It's definitely just the one, actually.
Is it?
1 lap left. Does Taylor have it in him? Is the question. For a podium position. Well, technically he's already in the podium, but you love to beat everyone in race, don't you?
You've got to beat everyone.
Yeah, you got to beat everyone. It's like being in an invitational split and bowing to the gold. It don't happen.
Well, unfortunately, Bidoc, the practice server and the SGP servers aren't linked, so if you're losing connection to both, it's most likely your connection. Leader starts the final lap.
Does Taylor?
Looking at it, he's giving a little wiggle, he's giving a little shimmy shake.
I can't think of a better place to overtake than that corner.
That's it now, I reckon it's done now, isn't it, at the end of the day, unless...
I reckon they're happy to slot in.
Yeah, unless you can...
He knows he's P2 in AM, doesn't he? So he's got no risk to take.
I mean,
really,
at the end of the day, he's just trying to hold on to Cox, and it's just... I mean, he's got no risk here, is it? It's just... That was teed up so well for me. I was thinking of that for ages. Oh, sorry. I've lost myself for that one. Sorry.
Tears are flowing
Oh.
down his face.
It's not that, I've got a gammy eye infection as well, so my tears are actually flowing down my face. That's why we don't have much webcam today. We will go back to webcams for the podium though, Ash, just to let you know, just to get you into the rhythm of things. You can get your game face back on. When the race is over, we'll head back to the podium. Do driver of the day. We've not done driver of the day in a while. We've not done it in so long. I don't even know if it's set up.
Are you picking?
No, we'll get a poll on the go. Oh, the driver of the day poll's gone.
It's gone. We'll pick. Sod it. We don't care about the viewers.
No, we need that. We need Pete
Oh,
one.
we need the viewers. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry viewers. Please stay.
But no, it looks like Cherubala takes it home. Strom in P2, Cox P3, Taylor P4, Sakinski, Hearn, Gino DeCampo 7th. David's got a very long in 8th, Pambawashi 9th, and Cube 10th. Lovely stuff.
Have a little look down further back down the order then as these guys come to cross the line, especially towards Fernandez actually managed to get himself past Pavel, move himself up to 13th. Yeah, about to cross the line. Petro getting some overtakes. I think Louis Fernandez is looking for an overtake as well. So the Fernandez brothers looking to get the job done on the final lap. Send It team name automatically gets head honcho points. So there we go then. Yeah. That's going to be the middle of the pack. We're going to head back to the podium. We're going to write that up. And we're going to start the driver of the day. So how the driver of the day works, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, is you guys get to vote. So you vote from P1 to P10 in chat using the letter P and the number, and I'll read them out. So for Shabero, it's P1. For Strom, it's P2. For Cox, it's P3. For Taylor, it's P4. For Sakinski, it's P5. For Hearn, it's P6. For Gino, it's P7. For Long, it's P8. For Mbamba Washe, it's P9. And for Cube, it's P10. They're the ones that get to vote for driver of the day. I'm going to type the podium names in here, and you can tell me who you think your driver of the day is, Ash.
P1. Always P1.
Always P1. Always P1.
Why would there be anyone else other than P1 that's got driver of the day? Nobody. Nobody deserves it. Just P1.
Can't even elaborate on the context. Like it's just P1. Just.
Got to be. He's obviously the best because he's won. So no, it was some good driving all round. A few incidents, but you're always going to get accidents.
There's the podium. We're just writing it up now. Jack Taylor. Last couple of seconds to get your votes for driver of the day in. Good to see some few new names on the podium as well, as we see Strom on the podium. I think that's his first one. Sikinski on the podium. Shirabao on the podium. Taylor, Gino, all new names pretty much for this season alone. Let's have a look at the driver of the day vote is going. And you've swayed it here, Ash. You have swayed it, my friends. And of course, chat has always stitched me up with the most heart. Like, this is just a way of the chat trolls me. Alejandro Shirabao. There we go. Driver of the day is Alejandro. Is it going to come on? There we go. Alejandro is your driver of the day for race number 1. Let's have a little look at the prediction. What prediction do we have in that chat at the end? Strom or Cox? And it was Strom. So let's pay that one out. That is probably too much of a dirty joke to go for in between Strom and Cox. I'm not going to go that far. You guys can make your minds wander in that direction. Honestly, this is going to be all season. Who put us on the silver with these names?
Well, again, it's just a laugh, isn't it? Really.
just here for
Try
the
and
memes.
get 'em right. We're just here for to entertain, to make
Entertain.
it some light entertainment on your boring lockdown Saturday evenings.
There's plenty of filthy jokes coming up. The thing is, Racing Red, I've just got to spread them across 5 weeks, mate. Basically, got to spread Cox across 5 weeks, and it's just not. It's going to be a really difficult job to do.
Yeah, I think after the second stream, Cox and Wang will dry up, and we're going to need to find some new material.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're getting sacked.
Getting sacked in. We're waiting for the server to swap over, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, what we're going to do, we're going to hit you with a short ad break. Go and get your drinks filled up. And hopefully when you come back, we'll be on board, ready for race number 2 of the ACCSimSeries Silver Split, round 1 at Zandvoort. Have we woken you up, chat? Have we woken you up with a bit of a loud advert? That's a shame. But here we go then. We're going to do the grid walk for race number 2. And we've started the prediction as well. Most positions gained. And I realised that before looking at the stream and seeing that Cox was on pole. So the vote is between Cox and Wang. Cox found himself on P1. Strom P2. Shirero, race winner of race number 1, is on P3. Sakinski, Taylor and Bambawashe. Hearn, Long, Durrett, Bahan finds himself in top 10 now that Barticus has left the server. Gino, Zach, Dow, Daly, Cube, and then we've got Wang down in P16. So who can gain the most positions between them? Esposito, Wilson, Ericsson, Fernandez, Pavel, Walker, Canberry, Haller, Hodge, Nemeth, Gardstig, Bell, Neves, Rayner, Fernandez, Griffel, Birch. Come on, camera, speed up, man. This drone's not got enough fuel in it. Darunan, Luque, Schultens, McKenna, Ganoe, Chatterjee. Barticus is back at the back of the grid. Faneri and Daly are at the back of the grid as well. So there we go, chat. The cars are starting their engines. And who are we backing? Are we going to get a double header, Ash, from Alejandro, do you reckon? Or are we going to see a little bit more fighting at the top of the order?
hoping for some spice. Well, as I've always said, race 2 will be
Send it City.
Send City. It's got to be. You found your feet, now win it. So Cox was actually on pole. I forgot Cox was on pole.
No, Bartkus was on pole, but he disconnected, didn't he? He had technical
Oh.
difficulties.
So the cock is on top. We like it.
God's sake. we're so getting sacked. I mean, can I sack myself? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows, indeed. Oh, that's a weird camera.
Complaints to the secretary.
Yep.
But no, it should be more. You're sort of warmed up after the first race, aren't you, with these sort of championship things? I've never really liked the double race, but it does give opportunity for people that have been turned round to get a better position. But I just think it encourages more aggressive driving. So from a entertaining point of view, it'd be good, but from racing, not so good. But you stuck with it. You like it, so we do it.
We do it.
We do it.
We do it. Here we go then. Let's see who is happening where. And there's some names going down that list that I didn't realise were in the race. So we need to go and show them some love. And I can't remember who they were. It's a good thing, DT. Marcus Haller actually was one of those. He was in. He was storming away in season 4 last season, and then was kept putting itself on pole, and then spinning and having an incident, and still decided to pick the Audi for season 5.
Very brave, very brave. Audi's notorious difficult car. But again, I think time-wise, you might see some quicker times than qualifying this race. The track temps dropped quite a bit, so I hope they've remembered to up the tyre pressures, because it causes all sorts of trouble if they haven't. So we got Barker starting from the rear, or near the rear.
Our pole sitter is at the back.
Oh, we have someone off track. He's hit a wall. Is your favourite racer at the moment, Janoni? Janoni.
Does he hit the wall already?
Yeah, I think he's hit the wall. He definitely looked like it.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
Drivers forming up the 2x2 formation. How many drive-throughs? That could be the other one we could have done. How many drive-throughs in race 1?
Well, looking back, everyone's sort of shooting off track. It's a formation lap. Why is everyone going off track and then racing into position?
So here we go then. I'm looking at the front. If you want to look at the back. And
I'm on board with Pavel.
Cars are lining up then. They're about to take the green flag for race number 2 of ACC Sim Series, the Championship Series number 5. It's round 1 and we're off then. Car 712 gets himself a drive-through. Looks like he's the only drive-through of the race so far. The Bentley of Taylor has a much better start than Pamba Washer and the Aston Martin. We knew that. We talked about that in the pre-show. And it looks like they got the guys at the front are nice and tidy as we go round. Direct manages to get round the start-finish line this time, or start-finish line, first corner even, which is good to see.
Oh, we have a Haller in a wall.
Yeah, just caught that. Back of the cars are concertinaing up. I think Adam Rayner's involved in that. Ganoki's involved in that, I think. Straight into the wall. There's another. There's a carnage further up.
Yeah, it is. We've got a Wilson. Haller's back on. He's grinding across the wall.
He's just grinding to a hole.
Literally. Oh, he's returned
to pit.
Probably the most wise thing to do with the damage that he had. But again, this comes from people forcing it 3 wide. And
into the tightest part of the track.
I don't think there's any part of the track can go 3 wide on there, apart from the start finish straight, perhaps. But again, that's not really advisable.
Here we go then. The cars. Oh, there's a Bentley that's round. That's one of the leaders, I believe. Who had the black? Who had the grey and green Bentley at the front?
That looks like Wang has spun it.
Has Wang spun his car?
Wow, Wang is spinning it around. He's spinning it and spinning
I can't find him. He's just falling down the order. Just can't click on his name to show you, chat.
Oh, we have a pile up. Barticus.
Oh, yeah, Barticus is involved. Is that Ganocki involved? There's another one off on the side of the road. Oh,
Yeah,
the rejoin.
Giannoni. Oh, the
Oh,
rejoin of
rejoin there.
dreams. Beautiful.
Oh, the
We
Porsche
love
has been
to
clipped
see
by
it.
the 188. Guardstig has just clipped that Porsche round. I think that was Bell, the 67 Porsche. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Again, my point is proven with race 2 being
Send it City.
Send City. Yep, we love to see it. The drivers hate to drive in it.
Wang then finds himself at the back of the order. Cars joining the pits now. Nemeth's come in. McKenna's come in. I assume McKenna's come in to fix damage. Nemeth's come in to do the pit lane. Marcus Haller returned to pits. And they're 4 wide, or nearly 4 wide then. Towards the back of the pack. And this pack's completely broken up now. These are the guys that have all been somewhat involved in incidents. Luke, Ganocki, Schultens. Oh, sorry, Luke's at the back of the other pack. Schultens, Wilson, Bell, Daly, Zach, McKenna, Barticus, Wang, Nemeth, Haller, all been involved in big turn 1 incidents. Let's jump towards the front of the pack. See how these guys are getting on. And it's Cox leading from Strom. Shirabal sitting in the front order. I think the front 5 are all still the same, which is great to see. They are. They're all playing a little.
It's the same again. They're all just following the train. The best thing to do, follow the train.
Follow the
There's an
leader.
opportunity. But yeah, they've been nice and clean. Seems to be no contact between all of them. It's great. Great to see. And then again, you've got the back 5 from Behan, Jarrett, Gino, Long, Dale, Q, Ericsson, Fernandez, and Despacito again.
Despacito.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that steward sheet, actually. Someone mentioned it in the chat. Oh, it's chunky. Oh, Shane's been roped in as well. I can see Shane's name on the stewarding sheet, so he's been roped in to help this evening. There was 18 incidents. No, 16 incidents in race number 1. There's 21 incidents within 1 lap of race number 2. So
Again, I don't know how many times I have to say it.
Race 2 is
will
carnage.
Always cause carnage.
And Andy Bahan there, catching a bit of the grass on the inside, has actually concertinaed this whole pack back together. And there's
we have a yellow flag of a spinner in the hairpin. I think it's an AMG has turned it around and returned to garage safe. Probably the smartest thing to do there, because there is no avoiding oncoming traffic.
Now behind then. Oh, the Lexus is just trying to, I think, got a little bit caught maybe in the TC or in the TC settings as he's come through. The car pulled all the way over to the right hand side. Maybe a hint of oversteer in that setup. Behind then coming into the Audi S. The Lexus looking to see what he can grab. David Long as well, looking to see what he can grab. Behind these guys. Oh, the Lexus is loving the back of that 48 Ferrari of the Super Ape de Corsa Ferrari of Andy Pan.
Maybe the purple tyres make the Lexus quicker.
Maybe it's. I mean, Jack Harvey. That's why Jack Harvey's so fast. He's got purple wheeled Lexus. Let's see who dives in then. David Long then. He's going for the undercut.
He's gone in early. Not the worst thing to do. It just all depends on what he comes out in the middle of.
To quote Dodgeball, it's a ballsy move, Cotton. We'll see how much it pays off as we go further into the race. 5-second penalty for car number 1. 10-second penalty for car number 1. Are we going to top it off with a cherry on top of a 15? No, we're not.
No. It is dangerous driving. So not much of an explanation there, just dangerous all round.
Dangerously driving, going into turn 1 apparently, suddenly moving into a different lane in front of car 31. So that is what's caused that incident.
On your commute into London, you see that all the time.
All the time. Changing lanes on the M25. Who does that, eh?
No, yeah.
Go have a look down the middle of the pack. There's quite a few cars bunched up here. Who's car number 100? Jason Daly in the fake taxi AMG. The Get Speed AMG, to give it its official name, but let's be honest. Actually, to be fair, that livery is one of my favourite liveries so far.
What, the race taxi?
No. The rubber dinghy rackage GTR.
Oh, nice.
It's nice. It's nice.
No, not a fan.
Okay, go on then. You've got to give me your favourite livery then of this season for our drivers.
They differ. The livery for this season.
Actually, I like that black and... Where's the blue? Who's the blue and yellow? Oh, it's that one in front. I've just seen it. Is it Ericsson? I like Ericsson's livery. That's the blue and yellow Lamborghini.
Yeah, again, I like things basic. But yeah, no, I think the Lambos look the best cars, to be fair. I do like them. They're not the best to drive, but they're certainly the best to look at.
Front pack then, very much still tightly packed together. Little battles going on here and there. Direct with Mbamba Washe, Brian Dahl, Gino, Cube, Fernandez, Ericsson, all in this chain of cars. And the front five are still in the same order they qualified in. Well, minus Barticus, obviously, but the front five are still in the same order they started the race in then.
Yeah, they seem to be keeping... Cox is flying at the minute. Strom's on the back of him. The Ferrari's not quite got the pace this time to get past them. But again, the pit stops make all the difference. As Steve Hughes well knows at Silverstone, when I completely undercut the life out of him, or undercut the life out of him actually, and was forever ashamed.
Ashamed.
Well, he was the pit stop king, so
He taught you everything you knew, and you took it, used it, abused it, and
he told me his cheat of what to do. He says you to go up, down, left, right, RBLB on the PlayStation controller, and you don't get drive through.
pop off your uncle.
That's it.
Exactly, Mihai. Who would put Long, Wang, and Cox in the same split with myself and Ash commentating that split? Like, honestly, asking for trouble. And talking of Cox, he's out in the lead. It's David Cox in the 2-1, 21 Bentley. Honestly, like you lot guys are asking us to create, or asking for us to be in trouble. Mahan is still, I think the battle is all here. It's all behind Mahan. That's Hearn. That's why there's no battle there. It's 5 or 6 guys that are just strapped into the back of Andy Mahan's Super 8 Corsa Ferrari. Oh, that would have been a really good... Oh, he's looking for the inside. Oh, he's tapped him. He's tapped him and sent him round, and the cars are... Oh, they've all dodged to the grass. They've gone everywhere. Let's have a little look at that in a replay. Let's get the replay up. We go back 30 seconds.
Good avoidance from the...
We'll get the helicam up. The Lexus then comes through the middle of the sector 2. Ferrari Brian Dow behind gets a better run. The Lexus looks down the inside, clips him going in, gives him a little tap to spin, and all the cars go to the avoiding measures. I'll tell you what, I need to find out who that Aston Martin is. That was a great dodge.
To be fair, the improvements there, you can see it.
Yeah.
A couple of seasons ago, everyone.
I mean, last season, Bathurst.
Oh, yes.
Last season, Bathurst.
Well,
Andy Bahan after that finds him down in P20.
I think Bathurst is just... Yeah,
Bathurst.
Cause for trouble. We had a race, last Wednesday was it? Or the Wednesday before that? Again.
Yeah, carnage.
T2, Bathurst. Almost as bad as Monza T1.
It was Esposito, by the way, that had a great dodge there. That was, honestly...
Cat-like reaction.
Gets a clap. Gets a clap, he does. Honestly, great reactions there from Esposito to avoid absolute carnage into the side of Andy Bahan's Ferrari. Gino in the pits then, Bahan in the pits, no surprise there after that juicy little collision. And now Esposito then chasing down Jesper Eriksson in the 177 Lamborghini.
So again, we see a lot of incidences, but I don't see a lot of penalties.
What we got? No further action. No further action. Warning. Oh, we're getting another penalty coming in now. We've got a penalty for car 99. Rear ending 107, causing 107 to spin. Oh, and it looks like there's been collision there. Between, is that Esposito and Fernandez? Can only imagine so, because that was a big old bump in the car. Let's go back and have a little look. Oh, it was, yes.
Oh,
think Fernandez there didn't quite catch enough curb going through the corner. Tacks onto the back of Esposito. Oh God! And of course, someone takes that tone, and I even missed that joke myself. Apparently, I'm handing the clap out now as well, Ash, to go along with Long, Wang, and Cox. So.
Oh dear.
Oh,
We just need someone called Mr. Balls in here, don't we, really, to round it off. We'll have the full package. Yes.
This is why you do prep work before you go into broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, because I didn't know who was in this split, and I could have teed up. So honestly, all my next week is going to be writing these jokes down. We're going to get Long jokes, Cox jokes, Wang jokes.
We've
all
got a
of them.
bell.
We got a bell. Oh.
Yeah, so we can take a Wang Bell Cox.
Where's
There's
who's
quite a
Bell?
few,
Who's
yeah.
Bell? Where?
Yeah.
Oh, Richard Bell, isn't he? Towards the back. Yeah,
Bell.
34th. Got Adam Rayner for company down in 35th.
What has happened to Adam Rayner?
What has happened to Jesper Eriksson, actually? Let's go have a little look back at that. Jesper Eriksson's really, really slow there. Let's jump back 30 seconds, see what we can get our juicy little mitts on. So he's still in the position there. Does he catch the the rear end just snaps round. And he hits the wall and spins it. That's a big old F in chat there.
There is no saving that, unfortunately.
There's no saving that one. Good recovery drive though. Nice little rejoin. Fits in between Bell and Rayner. And moves on with his life. Let's go have a little look at the action at the front. Front five still in the same order that they qualified in. Cox leads from Strom, who leads from Shirabeo, who leads from Sikinski, and then leads from Taylor. Paul Glover's joined the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome him in. Welcome him in to the chat. Paul, you're missing a cracker of a season. Just for the fact we've got David Cox, we've got Michael Wang, and we've got David Long. All in the same split.
You forget Richard Bell.
Richard Bell as well.
So we've got the full package, Mr. Glover. The full package.
We've had Strom holding on to Cox for the past 15 minutes.
We've had Cox on top for ages.
We had a big Wang spin at the start.
But Strom is all over the back of Cox now, though, saying that.
I can't do it. I can't do it any longer.
He almost stroked it. He was that close.
Oh God, this is just gonna get into so much trouble. And I can picture general feedback now. Ash.
Well, it's
light-hearted. It's light-hearted. It's fun.
It's Saturday evening. It's either that or Ant and Deck on Saturday. I know what I'd rather be doing. But yeah, no, it's looking like they found some speed. Cheraboa's not as quick as he once was.
Yeah, he's not taking this one by.
But again, is he just thinking, I'm winning my split? Do I need to push any more? As we see a car taking the oval track.
Oh, that was Eriksson.
What was that?
Eriksson. I think Eriksson may have a bit more damage than he thought after that instant spinning himself into the wall when he's returned himself to garage.
Yeah, I think the meatball may have been flown. The flag, that is. So I'm looking at the Twitch chat here because I haven't actually looked at it all since we were doing this. Do you know these names? Do you know who's who?
So Doc Rob is Robert Brennan. Furious is Mache. Yeah. If he's tired of these jokes, I'm tired of him sending it round I'm tired of him sending it around the Mercedes-Benz arena into the side of a Lexus. Rob is Rob, obviously. I know who Vidocq is. I want to say it is. It's not Jose Neves because he's in the race.
That'd be impressive if he was typing and racing at the same time. He would get my driver of the day.
Oh, and you told me who your teammate was earlier, and I've already forgotten. Jay is Julian.
I
Oh,
can probably find out who Julian's teammate was because he's been plastered this job recruitment centre poster around trying to recruit another Bentley driver to drive with him.
it's because you went and done. It's because you went and done the BMW this season. They wanted you secretly, and they weren't going to advertise, and they thought, you know what, Ash needs a team. Keep It Lit Racing doesn't exist anymore. It does, but it doesn't exist anymore, and Ash needs a home. So I mean, he's going to drive the Bentley, so we'll have him. Basically, is what they thought. And then no, slam the doors closed on their faces, and pick a BMW.
I'll pick the Beamer. Yep, it's going to be an interesting season.
Mr. Grumpy is Gary Allen.
Gary Allen, he loves half a race. Our Gary Allen starts for the first 10 minutes, doesn't finish the last 20. Loves it.
King Bun is Mihai.
Mihai, he's the bunny rabbit.
Jutsu is Julian.
Straza, the job centre guy, yeah.
Glove Pop is Paul. Glove Pop is Paul. You know who Glove Pop is.
He's
Racing Red. Oh, who is Racing Red? I remember this and I've forgotten. Crampy is obviously Paul Cramp.
Paul
That's
Cramp.
it. That's otherwise, yeah, we're scrolling too far up otherwise.
No, I don't think I have much speaking with Paul Cramp. Paul Gratrix, he loves to send it up the inside. Causes all sorts of incidents on a Wednesday night, but we love to have him there and see it.
I think Paul might be giving up his shift of RD on a Saturday night and joining us just for these names. Oh, there you go. Racing Red is Gratrix. I knew that.
Ah, they are. See, Gratrix Racing Greed into turn 1. That suits. It suits.
Oh, Shardy. Who's Shard? That's. I mean, I'm going to say that's Chardonnans. Chardonnans. Could be wrong.
Is that like a cheap wine?
Jose Martinez. There we go. That's who Vidoc is. I knew that. I knew it was Jose. I said Jose Neves. I get half a point. We've completely distracted from the action, but to be fair, it is the pit phase. So, it is the pit phase. The cars are out of rotation. We can have a little social distance chat with the chat. I've just explained it. Oh, Fouling Light. Who is that? Who is Fouling Light? I don't know. I know I've broken my chat because I clicked on his name and I can't close it. Or I can. Shane won't watch the streams. He doesn't even look at the Discord. Anyway, let's get back to some racing. Oh, I'll tell you what. Something we have missed, Ash.
What have we missed? What have we missed?
The Fernandez brothers are side by side. Pedro Fernandez is in that. Oh, they were at 80. Eric Hodge is spoiling the battle, to be honest. Eric Hodge needs to get that Umgahar. Oh, he nearly killed himself with the Lamborghini. He has killed himself with the Lamborghini. Needs to get the grass cutter out. The hedge trimmer out. Oh, he's got to slow it down. The Fernandez brothers are now next to each other. Pedro versus Luis Fernandez. We can't do a poll because I started one already.
Pedro v. Louis.
There's someone. Gratrix plays Tarkov. We need to sort that out, Ash. Remember that.
Who does?
Gratrix. He's so aggressive on the racetrack. He can probably join us.
He might be good at Tarkov. He might enter buildings first, which we always like.
Yeah, we need someone to do entry for us. But anyway, Pablo Fernandez has got Luis Fernandez on his backside.
Well, a second and a bit off. You're exaggerating there. He's got to find some lap times to get to him there. We want to see it. We want to see him close up. We want to see a family fallout here. We want to see someone spin someone.
We've been looking for it on a Wednesday. We've been looking at it on a Wednesday night for the Shingles to be battling side by side. Hopefully, someone can get on the blower to Camberley and get him to back these guys up into each other. 8 minutes left of the race then. All the pits. Oh, is that a Scott Walker on the side? Letting everyone go by the looks of it. No, he's not letting everyone go. He was 14th. Scott Walker then losing out some positions, coming through the middle sector of the
Again,
truck.
I think we've missed Strom jumping Cox here.
Strom
Strom
jumped
is
Cox.
leading the race. See, you're not doing your job right. It's terrible. We're missing the action at the top where it matters.
Hang on. So,
But I do like
get the
picking up
clip back.
mid-pack.
If anyone could get the clip from about half an hour ago in the chat, when Ash was telling me to look in the mid pack because we get complaints we look at the front too much, and now he's telling me I'm missing something. It's car 88, whoever that is somewhere towards the back, so apparently we don't care about it. It's got a drive-through penalty. Is it drive-through or stop and go?
That is Keith Griffel with a stop and go.
Keith Griffel, man, he had a great showing. He had a great showing at the Next Level Racing event last Sunday. Got himself all the way through to the final. Ray Birch, bronze split manager, finds himself in 24th, chasing down Jose Neves. Andy Bahan after his little love tap and spin. Oh, honestly, I give up with you two. This is why you and Julian are made for each other to work on the broadcast. As the fake taxi AMG pulls out of the pits, it's because you both wind me up, Julian and Paul. One of you saying look at the front, one of you saying look at the back. I tell you what, we're going to have a look at David Cox chasing down Strom. Someone say taxi. Rob's ears pricked up at the sound of taxi, Ash.
He's private hire though, so yeah, you have to have a luxury lifestyle to ride in Rob's taxi. It's a Bentley, I'm told, with cream leather seats.
Cream leather seats? Is it still got the Bentley's the one? They've got the umbrellas in the doors, haven't they? In the Bentley.
I have. That is what John. That is what Robbie drives Monday to Friday.
I bet he takes his umbrella out, so none of those pikeys he drives around can take it from him.
He does. He does. He has some. Picks up the people in Norwich. So if you ever need a taxi, get on the blower to Rob. He'll sort you out half price.
Oh, what's happening here then? Cube, Durrett. Oh, these back markers as well. Yeah, they are. Dow, Cube, Durrett, all having to battle with back markers. It looks like Dow's got the run. That's the back marker. Is that a back marker? So confused.
Mbamba Washe is in front. Durrett.
That was for position then. So Dow's overtaken Cube.
But again, we haven't seen a lot of incidents with back markers here, unless we've missed it. I've not seen a lot of people holding people up. It's looked pretty good. It has looked very good.
Shooting in sheet on the other hand, up to 35 incidents. We've got a 10-second penalty for car 126 for dive bombing 59. And having a collision. Oh, I'll tell you what though, that battle, woo! That brotherly battle has spiced up on the back burner. We stuck it there for later on. Where are they? What position are they in? Oh, it's not bad. Oh, someone had an issue. Luis Fernandez must have had an issue then. Oh, he's still having an issue. Let's go back and have a look. Has he had a collision with... Oh, there's a big pile up. There's a big beefy little pile up in there. Loads of cars involved.
For a minute, I looked left and I thought I was watching banger racing. But no, we are still at Zandvoort, apparently. What is going on? Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Oh, I think we might have to go and have a look back in the proper replay to have a little look at that one.
Can we see there's all sorts started there. There's a Bentley in the grass. There's an Aston in the grass. I can't see anymore.
We'll have a little look. We'll have a little look after the race. Only 4 minutes left of the race then. Strom leads from Cox with Chavero behind. Zakinski, Taylor. Longhorn, Mbamba Washe, Durrett, Dow, your top 10 so far. Blue flags being waved for Alvin Strom. I believe that is the 107. Can't think who the 107 is though. Barkus is having a mare. The pit window's closed and he's not pitted. So he's going to be getting a penalty.
I think Barker's day has gone from bad to worse.
Yeah, he's had a really bad round one, hasn't he, this championship as Barkus.
He has. Just needs to forget about it, put it behind him, come back next time at Paul Ricard, I believe.
Yeah, we go to Paul Ricard next week.
Which again, I'm not going to tell him now, but I will tell him the Bentley is awful at Paul Ricard, so enjoy that. Because it is slow, believe it or not.
So what car is Luis Fernandez and where has he ended up? So we can go and have a look at the replay at the end of the race.
Luis Fernandez is 126.
That AMG just diving out of the way. I didn't realise we were in another community.
Yeah, I've seen a certain
Fastest,
community where that's great, but I think just letting him pass lightly rather than diving out of the way.
The fastest lap of the race is in the hands of Alejandro Chibero, 1:35.5. Alvin Strom, 1:35.7. David Cox, 1:35.8.
So a 35.5 would be pole position in qualifying. I think. I can't remember what
they got. No, 36. It's 36s worth. No, we did get in the 35s, didn't we?
No, qualifying was a 35.7 from Barkus, so a 35.5 is the quickest lap today. But we said it would happen with a colder track.
Yeah. So, I mean, if Wang lost more positions than David Cox lost, does that mean Wang wins the prediction? What did I word it as? Let's have a little look.
Well, Cox has lost one.
Wang's lost 20. Oh, most positions gained. Oh, no, okay, maybe not then.
No, Wang's had a dangler. He's dangled all the way down into 31st.
Paul Glover DMing me jokes I've already done. Cheers, Paul.
Cheers, Paul.
Come on, mate.
Nice input, Paul.
Yeah, get with the times. Get with the times, brother. Already done that. Strom the Cox joke. Already got it. Already got it in there. 15-second penalty for car number 9. That's going to be Chatterjee then, picking up a penalty for... Let's have a little look what he's picked it up for. 9 gets spun round, but then doesn't hold his brake. I think that was the collision. I think that's the collision into the first hairpin. I think that was caused by Chatterjee, essentially.
Oh, dear.
Oh, where's Strom gone? Strom's disconnected, Ash.
Ah, Cox back on top. We love to see it, but we don't. What has happened to Strom? Is it the servers?
No, I don't think so.
No. Is it his plus net internet?
Maybe.
Just not up to it, or his dodgy TP link like you have?
Yeah, dodgy TP link probably. But either way, we'll have a little look behind the scenes at the end of the race.
Ah, it's gutting. That would have put him... Where did he finish last race? P2?
Yeah, no, No, did he not win his split? I think he won his split, didn't he?
He did. He finished.
Yeah, it was Chibero. Then it was Chibero. Then at Strom, then Cox, wasn't it? I think so.
Yeah. So again, it would have put him on joint points overall with Cox, but.
No, this is. I think this is actually going to be the end of the race. Then I don't think we're going to have a last lap. 1 second left on the clock. David Cox then's going to take the win in the ACCSimSeries Championship Series number 5, round 1 at Zandvoort. David Cox takes your win then. Let's have a little look further down the order. We have a little look for the rest of the pack coming in. Martin Cube then in the Barwell Motorsport 78 Lamborghini. Esposito and Bamba Washe, they're both battling for position as well. Oh, Esposito looking really close to the back of Bamba Washe's. They look like they're in alternate livery Aston Martins there.
Maybe they know each other.
Maybe they're friends.
Maybe they possibly.
Eric Hodge catching up with the Geno's Lexus, the pinked wheel Lexus. And that's going to be That's going to be the top 10 crossing over the line then. And we're going to go back to the podium, Ashley. I'm going to give you a second to sort yourself out if you want to. And then we're going to jump over.
Pants top back on. Hang on. We're in.
There we go. Back in the podium. So, driver of the day. Let's get the poll restarted. Where is the poll? Redo. Archive and redo. Yes. So, to vote, like I said, in the driver of the day vote, the top 10 drivers get a chance to win driver of the day. And how it works is I'll read out the names and you put P and the number, in the chat. And that will add your vote. So, P1 is David Cox, P2 is Alejandro Chibero, P3 is Fabio Sakinski, P4 is Jack Taylor. P5 is David Long. P6 is Andrew Hearn. P7 is Daniel Durrett. P8 is Brian Dow. P9 is Martin Cube. And P10 is Tondre Mbawashe. They're going to be your votes in the chat. Ash, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on the racing. Give me your thoughts on your driver of the day. I'm assuming it's going to be the same person again. But
Again, yeah, Cox for obviously winning. He deserves it. He's the winner. But yeah, as said, race 2 is always going to be more carnage than race 1. It's been proven over how many seasons is this now? 4, 5?
5.
5 seasons. Race 2 is always just accident prone. People were either annoyed of the first race or they just want to gain more and they push more and it just doesn't work. We need to be patient. I see a lot of penalties in there for Adam Rayner, so we'll be having words. I
Having
don't know what
words
he's
with
been
Rayner.
doing.
He's been
He's
really
obviously,
slating that name of Jack
yeah,
Motorsport, hasn't he?
that's it. And yeah, I'll have a word of his boss, not Shungle, Straza. And
Gaza, yeah.
yeah,
All right, then let's
but
have a little look at the driver of the day. And it has gone to P1 again. We actually got a joke in the podium, Ash. We've got Long and Cox on the same podium. So P3 is Long, P2 is Sakinski, P1 is Cox for the pro split, and Dow, Taylor, and Shirabout bring out the podium for that. Let's bring out the driver of the day vote. Bit of an easier one this time. Let's bring out the driver of the day vote, and that's going to go to David Cox. Then wins driver of the day for race number 1, and that's going to be it. That is going to be it for round number 1 of the silver split. And you got through it, Ash. Well done. You got through
beautiful.
it. I'm proud of you.
Pleasure. It was a pleasure.
I'm proud of you getting through it. So thank you very much, chat, for being with us for the action for round 1. But let's have a return tomorrow with a support race, the GT4s at Zandvoort. And then we've got we go to the gold split race, which is GT3s at Zandvoort. No, I don't, to answer your question. Paul, I don't own an iron like you don't own a sense of humour, so we'll call it even there. We'll be back tomorrow night with Gareth Ronda and Mihai for the gold split action, and then we'll be back next week with Julian and Paul and Lars for the bronze split action at Paul Ricard. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time. Give us a wave, Ash. Give the camera a wave. Give it a wave.
Good night.
Here
Good
we
night.
go.
It's been a pleasure.
Ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero. With fearless thoughts, emotions swirl. I want